When we set out to improve the way we support families in their journey of faith, we had to go back to basics and rediscover what people at their core really want and really need. As a producer, I get to talk to a lot of parents about that exact thing, and one sentiment we heard over and over from parents is that their ultimate goal was to see their family in heaven. And it sounds obvious, but what struck me was how uncertain most parents are that they are doing what it takes, or that they are even capable or knowledgeable enough to champion that goal. But the thing is, no one can replace the parent in this role. No one else can shoulder this responsibility. No one can do it for you. And it's because parents are the primary educators of faith to their children, and the church recognizes this as fact. Because of this, we can't be the solution. CCD can't be the solution. No book, program, or curriculum can be the solution, because the solution is you. If we are saved through faith, then the role of the parent is not to know everything. It's to facilitate your child's growth in faith. This is your mission. And because our mission is to support you in your mission, we're here to support you in your role, not replace you. And this is so important. Mother Teresa said this was the most important work in North America. The church says the parents' role as educators is so decisive that scarcely anything can compensate for their failure in it. And Pope St. John Paul II said it is not even possible to live and grow in the faith without the support of a group. And parents are the ultimate of this support in the family. And we aspire to be the ultimate in support to the family. And we do this in a few ways. First is events. We're well known for our events. A lot of lives have been touched through AFC events. My family has been impacted by the events here, and it's a huge part of why I'm here today. We have the Holy Family Fest, silent retreats for men and women, and youth retreats in Ohio, and mini Holy Family Fests in several places all around the country. And I think their real benefit is to provide time away from it all, to reconnect with God and be strengthened with hope. And for the Holy Family Fest and mini Holy Family Fest in particular, you get to do that as a family. Getting that refresh on your own is important, but having the opportunity to do that all together is something really unique and special. And I think that's why it's been so successful. Second, we have incredible support communities. There are lay evangelization teams made up of families, parents, and singles who support each other and their communities through prayer, formation, fellowship, service, evangelization, and more. Disciple members have formally partnered with the AFC to more closely share in their spirituality and the mission of the apostolate. The Catholic core are celibate men and women who have really given their lives in a singular devotion to Christ in support of families. And from personal experience, they have touched so many lives. The Alumni Corps are young adult volunteers who are an essential part of bringing the Holy Family Fest alive, and some of them give up to a full year of service to the mission of the apostolate. And finally, the Service Corps are high school-aged volunteers who support the fest during the summer, and they can really be an amazing witness to other young people and a great source of hope for parents. The most recent way the apostolate serves families has been a rather exciting development for us. Our brand new effort is called Family Hour Initiative. And it's not just a product or a service, it's the mission of the apostolate in action. And it's a challenge for parents to embrace their role as the primary faith educators to their children through something very simple: time. The Family Hour is time, intentionally set aside each week for passing on your faith, having fun, and growing closer to God and one another. Because as well-intended as we may be, it can seem impossible to pass on the faith in meaningful ways. There's always more to learn or do, yet there's no additional time. But there must be time for growth in the faith as a family. So the question becomes, do you spend time all together as a family growing in faith? Not split off into groups, classes, or curriculums, but all together, all at once. Because even if young children don't understand, even if it's too easy for the teens, everyone gets to participate in each other's effort and growth. Kids can witness parents and teens discussing faith issues with passion. Older siblings can pitch in and teach younger siblings. All of the elements of love and family and living the faith can become an integral part of learning that faith when you do it together. Separate, you gain knowledge. Together, you put that knowledge into practice while witnessing and strengthening each other along the way. And when you see the people you most care about in the world caring so deeply about their faith, there is no better example, no better endorsement of the faith. And if all you are doing is setting aside the time each week to do something, then you can fill it with anything. You don't have to get in over your head with a program that's too advanced or a video that's poorly done. Your success isn't tied to a product or whether you complete the program. You succeed when you set the time and then show up. So whatever program, book, course, or video you use becomes an optional supporting element in your family's growth instead of the linchpin. No one else in the world can replace you in your indispensable role, but there are people here to support you. The Apostolate for Family Consecration has been supporting families since 1975. They've supported my family for over 18 years and have changed many lives. So whether you come to an event, find support in our communities, or take on your challenge as part of the Family Hour initiative, your life will change if you take the time to grow together as a family.